For generations, gold has been more than an investment. It has been emotion, tradition, and security. Walk into almost any household and you will find gold quietly resting in lockers, waiting for a crisis that may or may not come. But here is the real question. In today's world, is gold helping you grow wealth, or is it secretly holding you back? Many people believe gold is the safest investment ever. Others say it is outdated and useless. The truth sits somewhere in between. To understand it, we need to look at gold logically, not emotionally. Gold's biggest strength is protection. When markets crash, currencies weaken, or inflation rises, gold often holds its value better than most assets. This is why investors call gold a hedge. It works like a financial shock absorber when everything else feels unstable. Another benefit of gold investment is diversification. Stocks and mutual funds depend on businesses, profits, and economic growth. Gold does not. Its price often moves differently from equity markets, which helps reduce overall portfolio risk. When one asset struggles, gold can help balance the damage. Gold is also globally trusted. It does not depend on any single government or company. That independence gives investors peace of mind, especially during uncertain times. For conservative investors, this psychological comfort matters more than returns. But benefits alone do not make an investment good. So let us compare gold with mutual funds and stocks. Stocks represent ownership in businesses. When businesses grow, investors grow with them. Over long periods, stocks and equity mutual funds have historically delivered higher returns than gold. They benefit from compounding, innovation, and economic expansion. Mutual funds make this easier by spreading risk across many companies. They reduce the need for constant monitoring and allow investors to participate in long-term growth with discipline. For wealth creation, mutual funds and stocks are powerful tools. Gold plays a different role. It does not grow with the economy. It does not produce income. It simply preserves value. That makes gold a defensive asset, not a growth engine. So, which investment is better? The answer depends on your goal. If your goal is long-term wealth creation, stocks and mutual funds are usually more effective. If your goal is safety and stability, gold has value. Choosing one over the other is not smart. Using them together is. Now let us talk about the problems with gold investment, especially physical gold. The biggest issue is hidden cost. When you buy jewelry, you pay extra for making charges. When you sell it, those charges are never recovered. This means your investment starts with an immediate loss. Storage is another problem. Physical gold needs lockers, insurance, and security. Instead of earning money, the asset creates expenses. There is also the risk of purity disputes, which can reduce resale value. Gold also creates opportunity cost. Money locked in gold cannot participate in the growth of businesses. Over long periods, this gap can become massive. While gold protects value, it rarely multiplies it. So why is gold investment good? Gold is good when the goal is protection. It shines during inflation, currency weakness, and global uncertainty. It has no default risk. Unlike companies, gold cannot go bankrupt. For conservative investors or those nearing retirement, this stability can be extremely valuable. Gold is also simple. You do not need financial knowledge, market timing, or analysis to understand it. That simplicity makes it accessible to everyone. But gold becomes bad when expectations are wrong. Gold is bad when people expect fast growth or high returns. It does not generate income, dividends, or compounding power. It just exists. That is why many investors call it a non-productive asset. Gold is also bad when emotion drives decisions. Buying gold during panic at high prices often leads to disappointment. Without discipline, gold can feel safe, but perform poorly. The truth is simple. Gold is neither a hero nor a villain. It is a tool. Used correctly, it protects wealth. Used incorrectly, it slows progress. A balanced approach works best. A small portion of gold can stabilize a portfolio, while the majority of long-term money can focus on growth through mutual funds and stocks. The mistake is going all in on safety or all in on growth. If this breakdown helped you see gold investment clearly, then you will love what we do at SkillNetHub. Subscribe to SkillNetHub for practical money knowledge, smart investing insights, and skills that actually improve your future. Every video is designed to help you think better, decide better, and grow with confidence.